Well, it didn't work earlier. Rude caught him, but this time it worked.
That double stomp. Talk about a crash landing there for Christian York on the #1 contender. Now into the corner with the Dreamscape. He might have him. Look at the leg. Is he going to do it?
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, that would have been a massive upset right there. Massive upset.
Christian York's got to stay on him, though. You cannot give Bobby Roode a second to breathe.
I think he just screamed out mood swing. That's what York just screamed out.
Oh, but now looking for a serious payoff here. Fisherman suplex.
Cradle.
He's going to get him. He's going to get him. Oh, my goodness, that was close.
Whoa, Bobby Roode looked like he saw a ghost. Almost got caught right there.
Almost got caught again. 2 times. Christian York just this close to defeating Roode.
Christian York trying to roll him up. You got to think here, but Bobby Roode smart there, dropping his center of gravity, putting on the brakes, and a vicious shot to the back of the head.
Guys, this is panic. This is fear and desperation on the part of Roode. There's the crossface.
But it's effective, Mike. It's effective. And now, again, to your point, there's the crossface. No choice but to tap out.
Great showing there by Christian York, but to your point, he just switched gears, turned the intensity meter way up, and yes, it was a sense of urgency, Mike, and now finally let's go with that hold, and he puts away York.
But you can sense here that referee Brian Hebner on the verge of disqualifying Roode if he didn't stop the crossface, and just at that split second, Roode gave up.
No, maybe Bobby Roode trying to send a message to Christian York, saying, don't disrespect me, I'll keep this crossface on as long as I want. And now what? Look at Roode now. He might have something else in mind.
Gonna try and take him out of the picture here. He's got a chair, runs off. Brian Hebner.
Oh no, look the hell. What's Roode?
Don't do it.
What's Roode get? Whoa. Who's that? Jeff Hardy.
Here comes the World Heavyweight Champion, twist of fate. Oh, and he sneaks out of there.
2 men, they're going to meet for the World Heavyweight title at Final Resolution as Jeff Hardy attends his opponent from last week, Christian York.
Again, impressive, very impressive showing for young Christian York, but right there's the story. Eyes are blazing on each other there between Hardy and Roode.
And last week, yeah, it was Roode that said the preemptive strike. Speaking about striking, how about the wake of destruction by the aces and eights? It has become very common, but nothing common about this brutality. It started with the vicious attack on the icon Sting. Doc with that hammer, an attack that put the legend on the shelf, put him in the hospital.
Oh, God, yeah. And then it just continued on Magnus. You just see the ruthlessness, the barbaric attack on the man's knee here. I mean, Magnus just feeling how bloodthirsty aces and eights really is.
And guys, then it was last week, Thanksgiving night, aces and eights, the brutal attack on Eric Young, shattering Eric Young's ankle in the process and forcing Eric's wife, ODB, to watch this vicious and violent beating. And we will hear from ODB later tonight.
Boys, you know what's funny? A lot of people think that the guys we hit, it's just a matter of chance. That's somewhat right. You see, we lay down whoever the dart falls on. But enough of that. See, this is the holiday season, time to be festive. You know, we already got one present early. Doc over there, next week gets to go one-on-one with Kurt Angle.
VP, it's all well and good, but I want what's coming to me. I want what was stolen from me, my world television title. I was never beaten for it. Hogan, next week, I want Samoa Joe. I want my television title back. If I get that, then we give you our word. No one gets hurt tonight. But if you don't, all hell will break loose.
I have to say this, for someone like Kurt Angle, a 13-time world champion, first ever Olympic gold medalist on business, to put the stamp of approval on this kid,
Kurt's not making the decision. And I've had a million guys come up and recommend.
Dude, I know that, but I'm trying to say is that means a little something to me. I have my opinion.
For the first time ever, buy one, get 7 free at Joseph A. Bank. Buy any suit in the store.
All who have been affected by Superstorm Sandy's devastation. Help us make an impact.
Go to TNAMakeAnImpact.com now to purchase this shirt for only $20. All proceeds would go to the Red Cross Relief Fund.
Let's all do our part to make an impact.
Tonight, Wes Briscoe faces judgment, but we take a look back at last Thursday, his gut check challenge match with Garrett Bischoff. Nice counter there using his family wrestling pedigree. He gets the win. He's got Kurt Angle in his corner, but what will the judges think tonight?
Let's face it, Wes Briscoe's a second generation. This kid comes from great stock.
Agreed. No denying his pedigree.
Yeah, I agree.
His father, his uncle, both world champions.
I don't know how many guys, second generation, I've wrestled and how many of them I've trained, and that doesn't mean they're your dad.
Actually is a little bit more pressure, and I gotta tell you this. He's the first gut check contestant to win his match.
That's right.
That's a big deal. And he looked good. I mean, he's put together his body and everything.
Wes looks like an athlete. He is an athlete. But again, the negatives, you look at it, man, he was going 9 million miles an hour. There were a lot of mistakes made, too.
You know what, but I have to say this. For someone like Kurt Angle, a 13-time world champion, first ever Olympic gold medalist on business, to put the stamp of approval on this kid.
Kurt's not making the decision. And I've had a million guys come up and recommend.
Dude, I know that, but I'm trying to say is that means a little something to me. I have my opinion.
It does. It means very little to me, because what really matters is how they perform in the ring and what they deliver in the ring.
And how do they perform?
I think that there were positives and there were negatives.
I felt like the negatives were my opinion should be, which is a little weird.
No, I'm listening to your opinion. Your opinion counts, not a lot, but
thank you.
Look, each of us has a vote. We've got to make that decision. True. Al, you've got your opinion, and I know that it's up in the air. And
I'm up in the air. Yeah, no, I am too. Yeah.
Very good.
Gotta figure it out. That's all.
That's it.
No, everybody's supposed to be here at 11:30. I haven't seen them all day. Call the front gate. Just be on the lookout. As soon as he gets here, let me know. Right away. Thank you. Kurt, what's up?
I want to talk to you one last time about Wes. I talked to Taz earlier. I just want... This kid needs a contract. He deserves a contract. You know his dad. You know his uncle. It's in his blood, Bruce.
Kurt, I've already made my decision on Wes. Okay, nobody knows his family better than I do. Right now, I've got a show to run. D-Lo.
You know where Al is?
Come here.
You know where Al is?
No, I don't know where Al is. I'm looking for Al. I got everybody looking for him.
Thanks.
I've been calling him. I've been calling him just like you asked me. I cannot get a hold of him. I'll keep trying, but I can't get a hold of him.
Okay, just keep trying, texting, right. Whatever. It's not like him not to be here by now.
Just call him right now.
Find him.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first the team of Kazarian and Christopher Daniels.
I'm surprised Al's not here. I mean, I heard earlier, I thought maybe he would have gotten here already by the time we started the show, but it's not like Al Snow. I'm sure he'll be here, but, again, that's not like him.
Well, these guys are just too much. Christopher Daniels and Kazarian. That Daniels, he's a walking, talking, full-court press. He sought me out earlier today. He says I'm going to have new ring gear, a new jacket. I've got medals on it. It's emblematic of me being a ring general.
He said he's got emblems. What is he, like a 5-year-old kid? What is this?
Okay, simmer down, butt nuggets, simmer down. You know, it's ironic that tonight AJ Styles and the Cowboy James Storm are a tag team, because you see, AJ, it is I that am sorry about your damn luck. Because in a mere 10 days, AJ, you're going to hear the words that are going to haunt you for the rest of your miserable redneck life. And those words are, ladies and gentlemen, your winner and forever the better man, Christopher Daniels.
A lot of talk there by the former tag team champions. Can the Cowboy and the Phenomenal One shut him up? Tag team action next.
Tonight, the remaining contestants are pushed to the limit in a series of extreme physical workouts. Then they face their most dangerous
luck.
And their opponents, introducing first from Leapersport, Tennessee, the Cowboy, James Storm.
Beer skin, beer drinking, Johnny Cash listener.
A lot of interesting recent history between the Cowboy James Storm and his partner tonight, AJ Styles, and it all started at Turning Point, Taz.
Yeah, absolutely, and you'll see here momentarily. Basically, boom, that's it. The last call super kick was the killing blow. And the victory goes to Storm. And AJ's fate was sealed in regards to a future world title shot, Mike.
Boy, that look on AJ's face told the whole story. Realization set in that by losing, AJ could not get another world title shot for a year.
And his tag team partner from Gainesville, Georgia, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
The phenomenal one, AJ Styles, one of the most decorated champions in the history of this company, but he has seemed to have fallen into a slump. And as you mentioned, he was saying, what are you whining about, James Storm? I'm not eligible for a title shot for an entire year. He did get a victory last week over Kazarian. Is that enough to get him back into some positive momentum?
We're going to find out tonight, but it's also going to be very interesting to see if James Storm and AJ Styles will be a success as a team. You can sense earlier that there's tension between these two after what happened between them at Turning Point.
Those sounds were set for tag team action here, yes, or will that push them that much more to prove something in this matchup? But they're in there with the former World Tag Team Champions of the world, Taz.
Well, absolutely, and that's what you got to be careful of. Listen, even though these men, AJ, Storm, Kazarian, these guys are all friends for a long time. Not anymore. That ship has sailed. But the thing is, they know each other so well. That's what you got to be careful of when you're dealing with two shady guys like Kazarian and Daniels. Very extreme shady.
Huge experience edge. I think also a huge chemistry edge for Daniels and Kazarian in this tag team matchup. Opposite side of the ring, at least AJ, his tag team partner, maybe the most accomplished tag wrestler in Impact Wrestling history. 11 reigns combined in terms of tag teams for James Storm, both with America's Most Wanted and Beer Money.
Well, AJ has won some tag team titles of his own, but he didn't hit with that drop kick. He was off the mark there. James Storm tags back in to try and get some positive going for this team, and he's doing it with some big-time right hands by the Cowboy.
Yeah, Kazarian, he's getting popped non-stop, and that's how Storm is. He'll bring the fight. He'll just keep on. Look at this.
Big reverse neck breaker there by the Cowboy. Doing some big-time gunslinging now, and look at the body language here between these two, Mike.
As Storm unloads after the comments that he had for AJ on Daniels, things look so great for Storm after he wins at Turning Point. But the Cowboys' temper, I think it got the better of him. Bobby Roode insulted Storm's daughter, goaded Storm into putting up that title shot recently. That a gamble that James Storm lost.
Hey, hold on, guys, you see that? AJ missed that double elbow. Storm landed the elbow. AJ, again, the lack of chemistry between the two men. I don't think AJ realized what it was.
Timing was off there, and as it is again, looking for that pinpoint knee strike. Nothing pinpoint about it here, as Daniels backs him up into the corner, and now you see the tag team continuity of the former champions look to take over. Leapfrog, Daniels catches him with a clothesline, hip tosses his own partner into Styles, who's in trouble.
Gotta give them their due, like them or not.